Again, like Sam, has a tremendous resume. Two things that definitely stand out were the fact that he was a two-time NCAA champion and Olympian in Sydney in 2000. Very accomplished all over the world. I give you Cary Kolat.
Here's my guy. John. All right, Sam, I'm not going to hit the stance motion. Sam's already done that. Just relax a little bit, back up. I was going to cover a little bit. I use a lot of motion, just like Sam stressed, lots of motion when I wrestle. You know, I want to be going left and right, getting this guy the idea of I can attack him on either side. When I do that, it opens my options and also creates doorways and causes this guy to make more mistakes. I'm going to hit areas that I hate to see people wrestle in. First one is what I call ear to ear. Ear to ear does nothing but block you off. If I'm standing here, get your stance, John. If I'm standing in my stance, I can equally attack John on both sides. I can attack him 100% on the left or 100% on the right. As soon as guys make this position and they make this collar tie right here and they do this, ear to ear, I just shut my wrestling down. Now I'm 50%. I can attack John all day on this side, the same side as my head, left. I can duck, flat, here, I can high crotch, you know, I can drag out, but because I go ear to ear, I cut my wrestling in half because anytime I make a motion to attack that far side, all John has to do is keep his head here and make a level change as I make my step here. I can't attack this side. And I know a lot of times we see heavyweights do that. You know, they get in, they lock up, cut your wrestling in half. So when you teach guys shot hitting, if you want to teach me wrestling, you want to go head to head. Relax.
He's really good.
Okay, you ain't gonna be alone. Get your stance. So I'm here, I go head to head, we go to wrestle, head to head, now I can attack, left and right. So when I teach my shots, I teach my college wrestlers, I teach little kids, I teach head to head. All right, you got open advantage now, I can attack both sides. So that's one of the rules you want to remember when you wrestle. One, I believe motion and speed combined with technique, unstoppable, you know? I mean, I'm strong, and like Sam said, but I try not to use my strength. I try to use explosion, quick, technique, and just kind of, you know, faking the guy out and setting him up. Here, put your hands like this. You ever play this game? Just catch my hand as it comes through. Right there, you got it? All right, when I do it, you catch it. Ready? Hey! That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Wrestling is the same way. Anytime I can give a little fake, that's what I want. John tensed up and real slow, right on by. So that's technique, same thing. Set up, stiffen him up, smooth, sweet, right in. All right, we're going to start with high crotch. We're going to go from inside control. Everybody knows inside control. I'm not spending a lot of time here. We're in our stance. You're in your stance, John. We come in, we tie up. Here, I want to gain inside control. Inside control works on popping the arms. Here, this kind of stuff. Inside control works on popping the arm and the head. Here, that kind of stuff. Inside control works on combining. Up. Motion, he comes back up, in. I might make my change. So I'm always trying to get this guy to tense. I'm always trying to get this guy to bring his motion down because when you bring somebody's head down, the reaction is bring it back up. Basic, coaches probably all know it, teach it to younger kids, all right? Still use it nowadays. Here, inside pop. We're gonna go with high crotch. Sam started it, I'm just gonna finish it. Inside control, I make my tie. I wanna be loose, not too stiff. Anytime I make a snap, it's not a huge motion, it's not a huge pull. All it involves is always telling your guys concentrate on bringing your elbows from outside to the inside and bringing them to your body. That's a snap. A snap is just doing this. A snap is not using my whole body. All it involves is just here, bringing my elbows inside. So John and I tie, elbows inside. That's all I need, that much motion. All right, first one, here we go. High crotch. Two ways to do a high crotch. Straight in or coming across the bottom. We'll start straight in. Inside control, pop, reaction. As I'm making that pop and that reaction, I'm starting my level change with the idea that this guy's gonna come back up. He's gonna re-raise his head here. So pop, bam, I'm lower. I'm coming back in. So it's all one motion. Down, here, down. Here, pop, slide in. Now, this is what I would call a shot, a high crotch, where I'm coming straight in on the guy. I'm not coming across the body. Anytime I come straight in, I'm wrapping the leg here. I want to control as much how many inches of the leg I can. I want to wrap. So I'm all down the body here on this leg. Now I make my change. This is where people make the mistake when they drill. And if you guys got guys that do it, make sure you correct it now. I wrap. As I start my motion, stepping to the outside, this hand's re-wrapping. This is where guys drill bad shot when they go here. Now the time I go from here to here, what's holding John's leg? Nothing, right? And in a match, that's what happens. Guys get in, they concentrate on being quick. I want to be fast, I'm coming in. Here, Hey, good guys, when you get here, they're always having pressure. They're always trying to sprawl. Try to sprawl, John. They're always trying to, take it easy now, John. They're always sprawling. They're always trying to sprawl. So, they're always trying to sprawl. So if he's trying to sprawl, and as I make that change, sprawl, buddy. He's gone. So I never replace him.
Take it easy, John.
Did you pick him, Rex?
Yeah.
Let's turn your batteries down. Come over here. Turn your batteries. Listen. So now you got the idea. When you drill, one hand never leaves unless the other one's going to replace it. So I never take any pressure off this guy. So again, inside control, quick fake, level change. As I'm popping up, level change, level change. Straight. We're hitting this guy straight on. So as my foot's coming around the corner and stepping, my hand is coming. I have the idea of trying to wrap as high as I can here. Right? Head position nice and tight, body's in, my chest is on the leg, I'm wrapping it, I'm stepping around, I'm wrapping. Now, this hand is here. I can make my replacement. I can come across the body and I can start my drive. Sammy's been here, so we won't spend much time. Yeah. This is a straight high crotch. Facing this guy, I'm straight on with him, shot's coming straight in. In, level change. Step around, wrap high, make your replacement. Once this hand replaces, come through. You just land it drop. In, step, wrap. Get to the corner. As I'm getting to the corner, coming up. Inside, we'll go from the head. Inside arm, inside head. Here, down. In, step it, come across. If ever you have a question when I'm doing something, just stop me and ask me. All right, so we got head on. Now, inside, here, drop. Let's say I get in, I got a great shot. Now I get this guy starting his sprawl. Start your sprawl, here, here. Now this is when I gotta make a level change while I'm in. Anytime I wanna make a movement on someone, I wanna create space so I can get away from the pressure and then retighten it, okay? So from here is good. Now to create space so I can make movement, if he's fighting down, here I've got his hips high in the air, don't fight so hard. I'm out of shape, man, okay? So listen, he's fighting down, I got some pressure, I wanna make a quick drop. As I make my quick drop, I wanna drop my head, I wanna control the hip. I wanna be sliding to that ankle. I'm not gonna be able to make my change off. There's too much weight on me to make my change off here. So, I make my drop, head slides down the body, I pinch the hip with my head, I'm looking to control that ankle. The reason I'm gonna control that ankle is I wanna torque the knee here. That's where I wanna get. I wanna get outside the body, I wanna take that weight off me. Crawl a little bit. Here, I know I can't make my change off, I've gotta get outside the body, I wanna take this weight off me, so I make my level change. As I level change, get to the outside, wrapping the ankle. Here, here. Now, once I get here, I capture this ankle first. Here, I capture the ankle, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to pull it across. As I pull it across, bringing that foot to me. So I torque his knee, his feet start to slide. Here, that's what I'm looking for. Shoot cross, back across. In, he sprawls. Outside ball. Now, I start circling that foot to me. I want to pull it to my hip. Bring it right on top of my knee. There. Do it. Hang on, buddy. Who else you got? I need some of those.
Shaw, get back out there.
Come on now. Thanks, Cary. You're getting paid overtime today.
Yeah.
All right, shot. Sprawl a little bit, John. Here, this guy makes him sprawl. I want to create space. I want to drop my head to the outside of the hip, wrap the ankle. Here's where I want to be. As I'm doing that, Sammy covered windshield. I want to swipe my feet. I can't leave a foot here. I can't make the shot without Sean grabbing if I leave this foot. So as I make my turn, I want to hide my feet. Come to the outside. Hold this ankle to me. Shoot across. Now, I can attack two ways. I can drop. As I pull this foot to me, I can come back up, come across to the hip, to the far leg, finish. Or I take this shot, create that space, make my level change. Here, pull that foot to me, stay up a little bit. I can attack far ankle. If I attack far ankle, as I set this guy to his hip, now I want to split the gap. As I'm pulling this, I'm trying to split these legs. I'm trying to scissor. I pull through, and as I'm bringing that leg up, I'm spreading the gap. Here, I shift to the knee, bringing this foot up. Capture. Here. Now, same thing as my turn. Here, I'm just keeping this lock, keep pressure on his legs, scooping, take my time, work him over. Right. Here, inside, head and arm. Elbows, bring in. Create that little motion here. Now, inside. Keep strong. I stay up. I don't want to go down. I stay up. I feel that pressure. Make my weight to the outside, hide my feet. Head goes to the corner. Here. Now, cross. As I know I got it, I set it to the tip. I begin to split. Hand slides up to the knee. I'm pushing it forward. Bringing it up. Step around. Capture. Now you got a crowd from here. You might just grab and see if this guy can't come forward. He's going to try and scoot. Try and scoot. He wants to put his legs on the ground. I'll do it step over. Now, take my time. Scooping it. Working over. Capture. Any more on that one? Questions? All right, let's move on. Cross the body. High cross gets shot two ways. Boom. Straight in, coming through. High cross gets shot coming from the angle. That involves inside and involves circles. Wrestle John here, circles. Take my shot. Circles. Take my shot. Now as I do that, if you see, I'm loading my hips up. I'm turning sideways. It's not so much as a penetration as it is bringing that leg to me and dropping between that gap. Here. Circle. Where's my hips? Perpendicular with the guy. I'm not facing him straight on here. I'm perpendicular. I'm facing the opposite direction. I do this with the idea as I'm wrestling a better guy. If I'm in this position, what's your reaction, John? What's your reaction? Chris? What's your reaction? Bro, that's what I want. My hips are loaded sideways. As he sprawls, he helps me. He helps me come out the back door. All I'm doing is slide through. This is a high crotch coming from across the body. Circle, drop in sideways. Here, rapid. I'm dropped. I'm waiting for that sprawl. I'm anticipating. He sprawls, step. I'm just scooting my butt through that hole. Sprawl, scoot my butt through the hole. Close to my hand, step up. And all I'm doing is quick. I'm going right out the front, out the back. Here, circling the other way. Put your hands on. Kind of right there. In. Both knees hit. He sprawls, pop. These are things you've got to drill over and over. And as a partner, I need this guy to give me the reactions I need so I can pick these things up. Here, through, back, tap. Inside, circle, drop, up. When you drill it, it should be one flow, one motion. Now, I don't want to give him a whole lot of time as I take my shot and sprawl to stay here to give this guy time, one, to start running forward as quick as he can and try to face me when he comes out. Here. So it's got to be a pop and instantly catch the back hip. Circle. In. Coming out the back door. Weights on. Attack both knees. Make sure you get you guys in post. Keep yourself, don't want to be crushed. You want to be up high. Scooting, 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 scooting. Okay. Ah, bless you. Come out the back. Here again, shooting across the body, getting in sideways. Now as I come up, as I step, some guys keep your knees together a little bit. It's hard to come out through this gap, but by making himself small and keeping his legs together, as I get that pressure, and I get that weight, and I get his weight going forward on his hands, instead of coming out the back, all I want to do is step and raise to both feet. Get my knees off the mat. Here. Attack the head. Boom, up. I feel it's worthless to go through here. I feel safe coming around the body. I feel like I can get 5. Step up now. This hand is punching back to the gap. I'm bringing this guy through. I'm trying to rotate these hips. I'm trying to corkscrew him. As I do that, this is looking on the head up. Here, stay belly down. You're not going to go your back. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking to finish. I begin to chase. Pressure on that body. Chase his head, chase his head. Go. And you notice, there's no certain half, there's nothing particular. I'm controlling his hips. I gotta control the elbow. Sammy covered blocking the elbow. I block this here, and I'm pressuring this guy. You know, if he gets through, roll through. Maybe. In it back. Keeping pressure on this guy. So, straight out, high crotch. Bang, this guy sprawls. Get to the outside. This leads into stuff here. I'm coming up, catching legs. Pull a guy in the legs from that kind of move there, that position. I don't always chase the ankle. Bring him through. I come in, shift hip sideways, sprawl, coming out the back door. Down. Double change in, legs together. Swinging. Now, in sideways, here. If I feel as I start my motion and I bring this guy up, he starts to sprawl. Sprawl, 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 sprawl. Here. I know I can't come out the back door. Anytime I need to make movement, I gotta create space again. I gotta create space so I can move. So, I need to go from sideways and get stuck under this guy in this position to where I feel his weight sprawling, I wanna blast him up. I wanna blast him up, lift, now I wanna redrop. Get my hips to the outside. Take that weight off. This all comes from drilling, knowing that, okay, I can't lift it. I know I'm not gonna lift it. And this decision is made within a split second. So it's a pump to get back outside. Here, sprawl. Up, can't come. Back outside. Circle. Straight on. Circle shot, sideways sprawl. Out the back door. Sideways sprawl here. I can't do it. I bump. Right back to the outside. Bring it up. Cover this guy, block it. Rip him through. Any other questions on those? 2 out the back door. You get stuck going sideways, coming back through. Any questions? Somebody give me a question so I can breathe. Come on, shake it, man. Ready? All right, high crotch, on the back, bring it up. This position. Straight in. Here. Guys come up and they go here. And I hate when they do that. Why bring something in between your legs where he's gonna start foot fighting, he's gonna try to hook your feet, I can't come through. Anytime you high crotch and you're bringing something up, get it outside. Get in the habit of getting there, guys, to bring that leg up. Here, bang. Okay. Now bring it up, I'm changing my hands. Bring it up across your body. Don't get in the habit of pulling it in between here. That's a no-no, don't do it even if you're dry. Here, just get in the habit of going right here. If you can tell the way I drill in, out the back, I don't take a lot of time in making my decision where I'm going. It's always just constant drilling that I pick up the game. All right, high crotch, boom, crack down. High crotch, coming in here. Guys gotta see stiff legs. Tighten that leg up here. I can't sprawl, I can't get to the outside because he's blocking. So I make the decision, I'm cracking it down. A crack down is, I want to keep my arms straight. I want to cover as much of the leg as I can with my arms. Here, I want to make my crack down decision. Take my head, I want to look past my far knee to my left hip. And I'm going to roll my shoulders, I'm just rotating back. Here, just rotating. As I do that, I'm rotating this hip down to the mat. That's what I'm looking for. So the drill is here. In, crack down. That's where I want to sit this guy. Now, you crack a guy down and you create a lot of distance. Don't spend a lot of time. If there's distance, that means you can move. That means you're coming up. So I take my shot on Chris. Crack down. Step, step, step. Don't pull down. A lot of distance. Arms free. I'm either one, going to headhunt, come through, because he didn't crowd me. He doesn't crowd me when I crack him down. Here, rotate. There's space, catch it. Right here. Easy, slip my head out. You can go from the post. Then, crack down. Now, one thing, let me show you this. We've done crack down, come in, I get a little bit of sprawl, so I rotate the guy down. Now, that's key, but it's not always necessary. You can crack down just blowing through the guy. Here, hey, I'm gonna take him and stick his hip over there. As far as I can, just running through him. Down. There you go. Space, hit your head. Hit your head. All right, proud of me when I go down. And rotate here. Now, this guy, go around my waist. Get this hand off the neck. Get this hand. Hang on. This hand goes around my waist. Both hands around my waist. Here. This is where we wind up a lot of positions on a guy. Guy's high crotch, guy goes around his waist. When I send a guy to his butt, and on the way down, I feel these arms going around my waist. As we're hitting the mat, my legs are running inside. Here. I'm trying to get this knee, the bottom one, in here, in between his. Now, as soon as it hits, all I'm doing is I'm scissoring. I'm spreading the gap. I'm making him wide in here so I get in between with this knee. That knee brings my hand to it. Catch. From the leg, I run inside, boom, down. Down. Keep your hip to the mat. If I don't put my hip to the mat, I stay big. That creates you can get me out of this pocket. All 3 seconds to squeeze my waist and lift me out. Here. And I know you've seen guys do that. Because I stay up, I don't keep any weight on my hips. If I come in and I stay on my knees, try to just lift right out of the pocket. And then he'll roll himself back up to his hips. Here, this is where guys get. So I want to stay heavy, I want to stay strong. I crack down, I want to put this bottom into the mat. Here, take it out of the pocket. You can't lift in this position. Now, as I'm coming in, I'm using that knee to keep that foot and make that pole wide. Here, in, snag, lift, step. Go this position. Again, crowd, wrap the head, lower your forward, in the bottom. Again, it happens on the way down. On the way down, take again high cross. You know, crack down. As he's cracking me down, when I get back, I'm going to his waist. This is where I want to be. First one, throw that hip to the mat. Throw this hip to the mat. Here, use that bottom knee to spread the gap. Other knee, other knee, other knee. Other knee, one to this leg. Oh, spread the gap. There you go. That's where I want to be. I'm going to be right here because I'm trying to get him out of the pocket, get myself back to the corner. So on the way down, as I take my shot in, I feel this guy going to my waist. I'm running my hips, go to my waist, Chris. I run my hips right in here. There's no hesitation. There's no getting there saying, okay, it's around my waist, I'm going in. It comes from drill, and I feel the guy go to my waist. As we hit, I'll run right in. I scissor my legs, I snag the bottom of the foot, step it up, cover the gap. Here. Keep my weight up on my toes. This guy's gonna try to push off my hips and crawl out. Here. I gotta catch his head, stay tight on his waist, cover him. In the pocket. Knee brings it forward. I know some guys who do this. I have trouble doing it, but they'll get in between, but they can't get that foot up. They'll use the outside knee to hook the bottom of his foot here and try to spread it. Try to drive him up. Here, here. Then they'll scoop it out. I never have a problem getting where I'm at. Here, bang, rotation, right in the pocket. Lift. Okay. I can't get both knees in. So for this guy, and I'm banging it still. Let's do it inside control. If you remember the game, just come in here. Elbows, head, inside pull, quick reaction. In, chase, crack down. Let's say I can only get one leg in. We hit, and as I go, I can tell automatically that this guy's not gonna let me get both in. As I try to get both in, Chris is gonna scoot away from me. No, scoot the other way. Try to scoot through my butt. There you go. I can't, that puts pressure where I can't. get inside, I can't get my hips to the mat. Every time I try to get my hips, my hips travel, it scoops. Here, that's the position guys get in. You'll be able to feel that on a good guy, because when he feels himself going to his butt, he starts rotating out. Chris shoots in, high crosses, and we start to start doing that kind of stuff. They start rotating you out. You've got to be quick enough where the guy's not going to flop you like that, but you can at least crack him down. Crack me down. Here. Now I'm not going to let you get both in. Try to get both in. Come on, get it in, get it in. Here. I'm going to stay here and crowd this guy. All I need is one. And as I crack, as I go in and Chris crowds me, I just want to get this knee to the mat in between and keep it there. I've got to use this hand to keep Chris from lifting my hips and throwing me out of the pocket. Right here. I got to stay big. Now, as I do that, this hand that's on the leg shoots down, lifts the foot. Shoot down, lift the foot. As I lift the foot, bottom foot, the knee I got inside scoops it. Here is where I want to be. Now, take me in that pocket. Move me. Just move me. Isolate. I put weight on the hip. I've taken his power away. Now he's only got one foot. Here, I'm lifting. Now from here, all I want to do is tip. I don't want to tip so high that I'm big in the air. He'll pull me through. I don't want to get pulled through. So what I want to do is extend myself. I want to make myself long. I want to straighten this leg. As I straighten that leg, I'm driving my shoulder into him. As I'm doing that, I'm reaching for my double here. Covering. Now I can just run across. He'll start to bail out from this position here. He's like, ah, he's in trouble. I'll cover him. In. Knees in. Scoop it. Scoop it with the hand. Scoop. Look. Here. Make myself big. Now there's two things that are going to happen. Crowd me, crowd me, crowd me, crowd me. I'm trying to get a double on you, Chris. What are you going to do? Try to see what that knee's doing right there? He's blocking me. Okay, don't block me. I get here and the guy's not blocking me. You go double leg, and you run across his body. Here, hit, crack down, one leg's in, I lift. Oh. Now, no knee, all I'm doing is slide. There's no knee blocking. Right out. Go for it, just take it. It's there for you to Here, here. Now, Chris is pretty good. He pinches his knees. Pinch his knees. When a guy pinches his knees, a lot of times they leave the foot. Take the bottom. Come down the bottom. Here, same thing. Run across his hip. Pinch his feet. Now keep this. You don't want to lose this. I'm threading. Once that come out, I'm threading. Keep it in here. Now freestyle, quick tilt will be this right here. But collegiate, you're going to have to come, clamp that foot with your hips. Right here. I just got to muscle my way into the back foot. In. That quick. I want to go right to it. I try to get my elbow out. He blocks me. Block me, block me. I'm coming out for my double. The bottom foot's there. Take it. Slip out. Keep weight on his hip. I want to put this guy in danger. Don't leave your feet. Don't do this. I hate when guys leave their feet. Once I clear it, I'm going to get down the body. Here. I got to get over it, and the way to get over it is this. Some guys won't let you keep that foot in the air. Keep this foot in the air. I can't get over it. What I want to do is put my elbow on that leg. Put my leg on it. Here. Height. Do what you got to do. Whatever. I want to keep height right here. Eventually just try to work my way in and just keep crowding this guy. Hope we get some points out of this. So, you got two go-tos right now. Bang, shot, crack down. Bottom knee comes in, stick your hip to the mat, spread the gap. Spread the gap, snag, bring it up. We hit, he crowds me. My bottom leg gets in, I can't get my butt down, lift it, hook. I'm either switching to a double, he crowds me, catching bottom foot, taking it over. Now, what if I can do neither? Chris is real good. He's blocking my knees, right? But he keeps his foot at a distance. Get that foot away. Right here, I can't reach it. Here. Now this is something they have to work on their own. But remember, don't make yourself too big. I'm here, I can't get either. What I want to do is, one, rock him to his hip. Here. Now I'm not kicking to his head. Fight up, keep your back off the mat. Try to keep, he's gonna crowd me, try to keep his back off the mat. Now I'm looking for that point where there's enough pressure off that I can just slip across the body. I go from here to here. And I'm keeping my high crouch. Once I hit my hip, I'm trying to climb on top of this guy. You're here. Keep me around the waist. Crack down. Here. Lift. He's blocking me, blocking me, blocking me. Oh. I want to keep height. I'm trying to belly down once I hit. If he keeps my waist, that's great. It helps. As soon as I hit, I extend the leg. Look it. That's my ankle. Scoot back to the top. Here. Belly down. Questions?
How at the high school level can you show that that's not going to put pressure on the knee and be potentially dangerous or stoppable?
It's kind of a straight leg. I've never even had that question up.
The previous one, I think.
Which one?
Where
Oh,
trap
you're talking
the
about the
knee-
finish.
Where you trap the knee and bend your arm in the knee joint.
Well, you're gonna have to crowd that, kiss the bottom foot, discuss that with us, but there's no pressure whatsoever on Chris's knee here. Once I get to the outside,
Right there.
all he is locked in. It may look like a hairy position. Is there any pressure on your knee? There's not. I've just got him twisted. You know, I put him in a pretzel, but there's no pressure. It's just, it just stinks because you know what? You feel helpless because there's no pressure and you can't get out of it. Here. Like I said, a lot of times I'll reach in and grab my own thigh here. Keep pressure on it. But that's all it is. It's just tying him up. If you have, once you have an issue with it, just you show the refs and usually it circulates through like there's no pressure in this move. There's no potentially dangerous position. Other questions on that position? Crack down. Nothing? Those are legs. Crack down, I hit. And I can tell that I'm not getting my body in between those legs. He cracks me down, go shot, crack down. Here. I'm not gonna let anybody in there. I'm gonna try to stay here the whole time. All right? Chris has got to be quick in his decision on what he's gonna do. Because one, I'm trying to pull that foot to me. I'm trying to sit on my butt and I'm trying to stay high here and keep height on this guy. So he wants to get this hip to the mat. Because when he gets that hip to the mat, it's hard for me to move him here. And I'm trying to scoot this corner. Now that's when I start looking for elbows and heads. Here, shot, crack up, bang. This guy's got the grab, he's in the corner. This is what I want. As this guy chases around to the corner, chase around my butt, here. As he's doing that, what he's doing is he's bringing those hips closer to me. Now again, I gotta stay small. If I go big, I'm gonna get tossed down the pocket. Right, so as he scoots, as Chris is scooting around the corner, I'm gonna hop. And when I hop, I'm hopping across the body. I'm not hopping to his hip. I'm going from here to here. That's where I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get that knee over. I'm trying to get underneath this hip and block. I'm not worried about anything from this position because, block me up. As I make my jump, all right, if I get here and Chris tries to pull me back through, the pull here, I want to sit back on this. I'll make him pull me through this way. Here. He'll help me if he pulls me through over the top, that direction. I hit, change off, hook in the foot. He crowds, scoots. I'm hopping around the body. I don't want to be big, I don't want to stay wide. And I want to cover this guy, I want to knock him to his back. Now from here, he might try to pull me through all kinds of stuff. It's almost like a Peterson. I want to stay small here, lock things up, get his feet off the mat. Just kind of flurry with it. Here I'd isolate him. Here, just try to capture the head or something. He starts to bell out, now I'm looking to catch his legs. Go back to the body. Here, crack down, bang, and hit. Right there. Catching the elbow on the way down. I feel a guy go to my waist. Hit. Wrap. Now you can do the old school one as soon as you hit, and it works. As soon as you hit, I'm keeping this tight. As soon as I hit, I'm doing a tripod. I'm not jumping over his head. I'm just here like a Peterson. Come up, catch, stag, hook the foot, that kind of stuff. And that's on the way down. Here, shot, run the way. He's good. He instantly goes to the waist. He knows he wants to throw me out of the pocket on the way down. If he tries to throw me on the way down without realizing his elbow's hit, try to throw me out, he's helping me. Get that roll up. Hook. And when I wrap, I don't just wrap it as I hit it. I'm keeping pressure here, right? I'm hooking and keeping pressure. Now as he tries to crush me, throw me out of the pocket, roll him up. Catching the elbow, hit, come across the body. Here, stepping on that foot. I'm not going to the hip. Stepping to the foot. Post. Rock. Release leg, turn to the head. You guys can do this one. As I'm coming in, snaking this through the gap. Here. Keep the pressure on it. Maybe on the elbow wide. Question on those two? Anything? Yeah, question something. Cary, go over just the motion of doing the crackdown. The motion of the crackdown? So, yeah, let's cover the straight through shot a little bit. I'm just trying to hone in on my plank money. Shot. Now one, crackdown, rotation. A lot of this is coming across the body. That's more of a straight shot. I'm setting this guy to his hip and I'm running him right down. So I'm hitting him. As I hit, I'm straightening my arms. I want to straighten this leg. I want to make his hip real heavy. My shoulder's right in the pocket. Down. Sticking that hip, making that hip heavy as can be. Hit the mat. Hips are heavy. Depending on what I'm doing. Here, pop. Here, coming inside, hooking. Here, throwing it back down. Bringing it up. In. Taking that hip to the mat. Rotation. Here. Look at this guy now. Again, you got to get in. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Sticking your head to the mat. Small space. Straight shot, you're running a guy, 2 steps. Know when you get in, as soon as you hit, your motion gets stopped. Here, you want to stop him as he sprawls. Stick him to the mat. His sprawl is going to help it. If I get in and Chris doesn't sprawl, bam, straight. Stick him to the mat. If I get in, I do a little sprawl. Here, sprawl. Rotate it to the mat. And that's the type of stuff when I rotate, I'm trying to run inside. Here, bring it up, scooping it, catch your feet. Hang out the track down.
You throw your lead leg knee.
Outside, throw it to the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, on my crackdowns?
Yeah.
When I go straight through the body. When I'm trying to run and stick him to the mat, outside. Because it's almost like I'm pulling him over it. Here. Here, this is what he's talking about. Like,
Re-slide that, make an effort to slide that again.
yeah, here, bang,
Yeah.
stepping in, and then it's bring him over. Top of it.
Would you rather be in that crackdown position or try to go across and finish the double?
My high crotch, because it blows a lot of speed and a lot of angle, a lot of circle, and it just seemed like I was always coming across the body. It means I was always like in this position. And low and hard, I would just, I mean, my whole thing about my shots is like a rocket. Explosion, hit, my shoulder is always, my idea, if you ever see that shirt where the guy gets split in half, that's what you try to do. You hit him so hard that his upper body stays here and his lower body flies off. So I'm trying to run Chris straight to the mat. Here, you know? I was always, you know why I was good here too? Because I knew I was gonna go here. So this guy doesn't know which way he's going. I know he's going to the mat, and I know on the way down I'm looking to lock one of these up. My biggest thing though was, on good guys, it's tough to get the elbow in that, but I always got right here, is where I would get. And then again, I would play the game. Here, 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 here. Coming back around the body. All right, I'm gonna move on to the high crotch if there's no more questions there.
That's basically the only defense you got around the way.
Around the waist.
For that crackdown.
Defense and high crotch is more a little bit there on a crackdown, but teach you guys there. I've got good hips and flexibility, so crack me down. But remember this rule is, when a guy's got a high crotch and you can't sprawl, take your knee, take your knee higher than his head. So I gotta take this knee higher than his head. So what I gotta do is, I've gotta step and turn. As I turn, I wanna get my knee higher than his head. smash him. Smash him down, shoot my knee. Here. Here's what I'm gonna get. Now if he sits with my hips, where am I at? I'm doing this kind of stuff. Here. I've taken everything away. If he lets go of that foot and tries to come to my head, my foot's gone. So he's got to stay on that foot, or he's losing too. He's going to be trying to get back to his knees and get back in the square and face me. And I'm just going to keep chasing him right here. So put the knee higher than the head. Even if I get cracked down, here, crack me down. Here, I want to sit. If I know I'm going to the crack down, I start sitting with the guy. And as I'm sitting, I'm really scooped to the back end here. I'm trying to get it. Knock him on his head. Remember what I said? You want to keep these hips to the mat. So I don't want him to get those hips to the mat. I want to scoop and get him up and load it up here. Now I can start doing this kind of stuff and covering it. So my knee goes higher than the head. The other drill that we drill is getting cracked down, and we drill on rolling our hips. So as this guy crack me down, here. We practice that drill, rolling our hips back out, you know? I'm starting to beat that crack down on the way down. Get it. Up. Here. Rotate through. Band, heavy. We have a question on it?
Cary? Oh, they want to see that again, then I'll ask my question.
Like the roll?
Yeah.
Go let's see it again. Shot goes slow. Bang, in, up high. A good crackdown guy's going to keep his shoulder high. He's going to try to isolate the hip, isolate the whole leg. As Chris starts to crack me down, I'm sitting, and I'm scooping. And I'm smashing across with this. Here. On it.
Now I was just going to ask, when you're teaching the high crotch to either your wrestlers at Penn State or even to high school wrestlers, how do you break that down in the learning process? Do you teach it as a whole, or do you break it down into parts and drill different spots?
You do your parts until you got a general knowledge of it, and then you can't stress enough that, like if you look at my high crotch, when I crack down, it doesn't look like high crotch and a crack down. It kind of looks like all one move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what everything should look like, all one move. So it's always one shot, you're going to it, no weight, and that's all drilling. In, out the back, in, out the back to the head, in, crack down, in, swipe, change off, all that, which is, and that's, I mean, it's just drilling. So much of it that you can feel where his shoulder, where his hips going, that I know where I'm going to. You know, I'm popping myself out, or I'm going under, I'm going out the back door, I'm coming up, you know. But once you got the parts down, and you make sure it's stretched, one motion. I mean, hit your knee, bend, crack the neck, hit your knee, crack the neck, hit your knee, crack the neck. One good. Anything else? All right, double leg. Shots. Anytime you take a shot, I hate seeing guys do this, one shot, elbows out, take a shot, or probably the worst habit you can get into, just stand there. Just stand there, taking a shot, I take a shot, and you guys teach, penetrate, grab his legs. If anything comes first, you grab his legs first. Worry about getting your body under there when you got it, you know what I mean? And that's all one motion. So I'm not level changing, shot, grab, I'm in, okay, I'm gonna grab him. You know what I mean? What if I don't grab him and I'm not in? Sprawl, I'm here. I get stuck in this position. Now think about it this way. If I don't grab him and he sprawls and I get stuck in this position, it's a bad position. I can probably still win it and get myself out of trouble, but think about if I get to this position and he sprawls. Now this is just pure willpower. As I hit, I don't hesitate, I'm coming back up. And running Chris to the mat. So what I'm trying to teach is, get your hands there, then get your body there. And when you can do it all in one motion, it's 10 times more effective. So, it's like the thing of doing this, hey! Made him jump. I'm going. Always at a hesitation, so it's always this kind of stuff. Here. Now, sorry. Here. That's just his head, it sounds like. But, now, penetrate, get my hands there, and get my body at the same time. So, don't level change and penetrate. You want to level change, get your hands there and penetrate. Level change, here. So, Chris and I wrestle. In. Boom. We get in, you sprawl. Sprawl. Here. Where am I at? I'm better at a chance of scoring in this position than this position. So here. Get myself back under. Boom, slip my knee underneath the body. Now, set my double leg. We'll start high, then go low. One double leg. Coming here, and all I'm doing is wrestling the guy, wrestling the guy, wrestling the guy. Wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. Here, wrestle, wrestle. Here. Just level change, not even hit my knee. As I go to touch Chris, and if I ever want to get a guy to touch me, all I can do is walk. Here. He's not going to let me do this. You go to come on, come on. My hands, I'm going to put them on you. I'm going to grab you. That's what I want. Here I come, Chris. As he makes that reach, I'm gone. Stand up just a little bit higher for a second. As I go to reach, I want him to reach. I'm coming, Chris. Down. And I'm stepping. Now as I go, step to the outside. I'll hit my knee. I'm in, and it's almost like a duck under. Nate Carr showed me this. And the idea is this. When you duck somebody, and you're wrestling, these are your doorways. And when I open the doorway and I say, okay, here I come, it makes a signal. It goes from here to here to his brain. It says, put your elbow down, the guy's coming in. All right? So if I raise up, he's going to know the door's open, better close it. So don't change the door. If the door's open here, all I'm doing is instead of moving this, keep it where it's at. Go under the door. Here. Now, that's angle, coming to the outside, and it's almost like a duck. Bringing that down. And then there's just the other one of just timing it and getting enough match time. A couple minutes, this guy's reaching. That, I'm going through. Here. Lower. Chasing this guy down. Double legs always stand like 6 feet from where you start. Not touching my knees, running this guy to his butt, getting my hips. Now when I finish, I don't want to stay right in front of him. If I do, Chris is going to pull me through. So as I run this guy, and he starts to fall, I start going to the outside, here, so I don't get pulled through. Outside his knees. That's pretty simple. Any questions? Level change. I'm hitting your knee. And the setup is, that thing I always get either in the beginning of the match, when the guys, like, a lot of guys come out, you know, shake hands, you know, and then they say, okay, here we go. You know? But you want to get in your stance. Shake hands, boom. Here it comes, you know? That's how the match starts for you. A good guy starts the match like that. He is on you from the start. He wants to make you cry before the match is over, you know? So I either get it in the beginning, where these guys want to come out and play, and I'm like, here I go. Or I get it after, hand fight. Maybe we come out of bounds, we come back in, and we go, okay, I'll take this guy, you know? That's usually how that move works. Any questions on that one?
You said that.
Once you reach in on your double, from there, if you're teaching a high school group of kids, Cary, I know you penetrate, but as far as your footwork, so I've heard deep step in the middle, or what do you emphasize?
Let's get a habit of those guys doing. As I level change, the worst level change in penetration is when the guy, and I know you guys are ready, don't step back, and they go, you know, they lower the level, they lower back, they load themselves. My penetration is going forward, and it's a split step. Just stand there. It's kind of right there's his legs. As I penetrate and level change, I'm going forward. Here. And it's hands, grab, pull in. You always want to teach you. Going forward. Right. And you've got to get in a habit. If it takes, we always do this drill at the end of practice. Conditioning is always where you get your worst technique. So when you do conditioning, I always try to wear guys out, crawls, sprints, everything. And then I say, okay, let's drill. And when you drill at the end of practice, don't ever drill shots of putting a guy to the mat. Always drill shots that makes him come here and pick him up. You know? Because one, it gets him in better shape, and two, it gets him out of the habit of, I'm so tired, coach, I'll finish the single down here instead of finishing the single up here. You know? I know if I got a lead and Chris takes a shot, he's going to the mat because he's tired. Wait, let me lock you up. How much time's left? You know what I mean? So it's always when it hit me, bringing me up and getting me on my toes. And so we do this drill at the end after I got tired right here. Just 50 to 100 of these things right here. Just level change, explosion, explosion, explosion. And then you make sure you emphasize doing it on your toes. Here, you know. Pull that. And then you do it here. Motion back and forth. Just to keep guys moving. All right. Any other question on this double?
You know, on that double, it looked like to me you were taking a left step, the left leg.
I alternate it, you know. But that's me. And the duck under is the one where I come out. Knock your guy down.
Duck and double finish.
Duck in his step. That's what he's got a good point. I'm coming off the back foot. Which guys always watch this foot when they take a shot. You know? I'm going. So he's not watching that back foot. And I'm coming off the back foot. In the pocket. I know I teach quick, but I just try to show as much as I can, so I'm not here long.
Hands behind the knees. Hands right behind the knees on the finish.
Yeah, bang. Right where he bends. You know? Here, you know, it's hard to do anything. Right where he bends. Throwing it. Pull those things in. Because when I grab, remember I emphasize like pull myself in, so I want to buckle this guy. And my shoulder is knocking forward. So if I'm here at Chris, it's just, you know, I'm trying to grab. You know what I mean? All right. Other question on that? You guys like these double?
He sprawls on top of it and you're out there going straight down.
Bang. Get the weight off you.
Is it better to switch to single leg and run the outside?
I get double leg, I can run.
Most kids can't pick them up.
Don't have to pick them up. Don't have to. One that only comes from conditioning. If they sit there and say, everybody's strong enough to pick each other up. If you don't hesitate, you know, if you're coming up. But create space, then get the weight off you. So if I shoot this double leg here, bang, sprawl, sprawl. Here, sprawl, sprawl, sprawl. I'm gonna, here it comes, here, so I'm coming up, he's fighting, he's leaning. Now we do the windshield. Get to the outside. The longer I stay there though, the more aware he becomes of the openings. So if I take a shot and he sprawls here, I bring him up, and I get to the outside. I take my shot and he sprawls here, and I stay here, and I say, sprawl, here. Now it's gonna be harder to bring him up. So it's always one motion. Okay, I'm gonna sprawl, but I gotta come up back. Get myself to the outside. And that's a conditioning drill. You know, get in a habit of don't stop and, you know, not stopping. There's other stuff from that sprawl that I don't want to stay there. Here. Get sprawl here. Get the weight off me. Start doing your peaks. All right. Question? What time is it?
It's about 11:30.
Double leg. Ways to get to it. Not so much finish the shot. Same way, bam, under over circle. Here, cover the head. All I want to do is same thing, reaction. I want to always bring a guy down. And my style, generally, like I pride myself on being able to wrestle different styles, but I always go with the most aggressive when it comes to which is the best style. And mine, when I do my aggressive style, it always involves trying to bring a guy to his knees, and everything works on that guy coming back. So here, underhook step, and circle. Stay up, Chris, stay up, Chris. As he fights up, bam, release. Double leg. Bam. As he fights up, high crotch. Inside control, come to the head. Big snap. Circle. Don't get those guys, when you get a front headlock, man, be aggressive. So, circle, 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 circle. Chris fights up, release it. Chase it. And that release involves pulling, pulling, pulling. So here, fight, fight. Don't let me pull you down. Don't let me pull you down. Come on. I'm trying to get you down. That's all the setup is. Pull, circle, pull, circle, pull, circle. Try to bring him to his mat, to the mat. If he goes to his knees, he's in trouble. Because I'll start changing on. Here, bang, snap, circle, circle, circle. And all I do is create space, release him. So as I create space, I release him. Double leg. You alright, buddy? You get tired. That's the idea. Here, fight, fight, fight. I release him. I rush. My setup to get in that snap a lot of times is Get your stance, Chris. And if I do this, what are you gonna do? Right there. Here's a good stance. If Chris's head stays right here, and I foot fake him, and he takes his feet 3 inches back, starts leaning forward. Stay there. Just pop your feet back and stop. Pop your feet back and keep them there. Don't move. Don't move the feet. Right. Right there. Now, he can hop his feet back if Chris is standing on. Put your hand right here. Lean. Hop back 5 inches. I'm holding him up, right? That's the idea. I want this guy to feel comfortable on busting his position a little bit because he says, oh, he's right here in front of me. So, if I'm in front of him, he's okay. But if I foot fake him, boom, and I go away, right there's what happens. That's how I get the front headlock. Here we go. Here, quick steps, quick steps, quick steps. Fights up. Single leg. Yeah. So, foot fake is always a great shot. Foot fake can come from anywhere. Now, head and arm, it can just come from arm. Just hit me. Pull him down. I get that motion, I get it coming forward. You go, start pulling him, pulling him, pulling him. On the wrist. Here. Foot fake. Bring this guy forward. Sam, what are you going to do next? I don't know. What are you going to go into next? You're going to go single next? Huh? I'm going to go fireman's. Inside control. We've got high crotch, crack down, double leg, go fireman's. Now, my setups. Foot fake man to the head. Hold the arms inside control. Follow up. Here, hand fake. Pull, follow up. Always get there, you gotta come back. Fireman's. Do different fireman's. One, coming inside, I just come off head and arm. Bang, fake this guy, slide in. Now, here's where guys make the mistake. Again, they have 2-part move, it should be 1 part. I'm in, coach. Now, load me up. All right, I got it. You get here on any good guy and stop, he's gonna sprawl and rip this arm back. Chris, come on, rip it up. That's what they're gonna extend you. Anybody shoots on me and pauses, I'm gonna extend him. I'm gonna make him big as I can and stretch him out. So, you gotta get in the habit of, as you go in, here, get in the habit of running that thing. Coming up, run with that guy, pop that guy. Here. Bring it up. Now, important, a good fireman's doesn't even need this. A good fireman's is this, pulling that thing, getting Chris's feet. My body will bring his feet up and get him tucked under. So, guys go here. Get it up. Not stopping. Motion. Now, if I add this to the game, quick flip, bang. Cover. See it again, pretty basic. Question about it? All right, fireman's that I prefer to use is the circle. Now, Chris, we're wrestling. When I come out here on the inside, I circle you. What do you think's coming? You got it, buddy. Here. Here it comes, Chris. What are you gonna do with that leg? What are you gonna do with that leg? And that's all I'm doing. I want the idea that outside single or outside fireman's, whatever you're gonna call it, it's coming. Here, circle, level change. I'm swinging in, buddy. Hey, take it easy now. Don't be running crazy. Here, it's gonna be one big rotation. And you want to get the emphasis of, get these guys drilling this big helicopter sweep. Here. I always try to tell guys, like if you're a karate expert, put your foot to the knee, smack, you know? Trying to kick that foot out from under. That's the motion. Again, I don't need the leg if I've got good rotation and I have this tight across my body. Front along my head. Here. Now you start pulling down before I even touch the leg. Start rotating. Come on, you're supposed to agree with me. Quick look. Here. Bang. Now, that wrap comes low in the ankle. Here, bang. Cover. Again, I can't pull him through, he goes through. Bang. Pressure to the head. Maybe. Crush it. Shoot that hook. And it's just the idea of missing it. Circle, here I come, you retreat. Yeah. Questions on that one? No question?
Do it one time slow.
Huh?
Do it a little slow.
Yeah. Just tell me anytime. Take it going. Just interrupt me anytime. It's not a big deal. Slow. Come on, don't scrub. Circle. And circle. And level change. Retreat. As I do a big sweep. Again. Clearly. Again. Here I come. Grab. That time I wrapped his knee because it was right there next to him. But the guy's usually in the lower stance. Here.
You guys ever have trouble getting your head caught?
When they hit,
Get
I-
it out.
do it to me, Chris. You know what I just did? Steady going. Just like here. Here. A good guy is going to hit. Right there, Chris doing the right thing as he hits. He starts to climb. Keep your head there. Because a lot of times, keep this tight. Keep this tight. That isolates me. The head stuck in there. I'm worried about more getting this out, then getting my head out. Capturing his body, you know, and just holding him there. So, here, wrap my head, wrap my head, wrap my head. I got you, B. I said this right here, I got you. You know? And then I sit here, wait, and then once I feel that time, I slip it out. But I don't make any adjustment. I hold you there. You know, especially if the rest of us too. Don't change a thing, guys, exposed. All right, give me 2 seconds to catch my breath. Other questions than anything I've showed so far?
I have a question, following on something Cary said. I don't know if you think this is true too. You talked about tying up with a non-dominant hand on the head,
Non-dominant hand, yeah.
not your attack, you moving the head. Is that something you recommend?
Yeah.
So
I recommend using all your arms for your bands. Just bang, 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 bang. I teach my guys when we drill in college. And actually, I'll cover this drill because I didn't cover it. Great setup drill. Great warm up for practice. I get tired of that whole run. Let's run the room. Here we go. I always get my guys to drill first, easy. Then we stretch. Then we start drilling hard. But we drill just. When I wrestled my best matches is when I was on my toes. And anytime you touch me, I try to put you in danger. So, collar time. Here. On the elbow. Collar time. So I'll go fours. I'll tell guys go fours. Collar time. Collar time. Grab it. Here. Elbow. And all I do is lower my level, post my hand, circle the corner. Picking it off. He's going to follow up. You know, he's looking at the strap. Again. Here. We'll go both sides. Both sides. Get both hands up. And Chris goes. Come on, you got it. Take it off. You see what I'm doing? That's one form, setting up. Now, what comes off that? One, when a guy collar ties me, he slows me down, so I want to get out of here. I want to be in a good position. So by doing it here, double change. Now I can either push it across. Chris is pretty good. He takes that weight, retreats, bam, come back across. You know what I mean? Those are setups after clearing this. Here, and take it off, come to the head, bring it down, beating the collar tie. Another way to beat the collar tie. Beat collar ties, I teach guys, we come inside, here, throw it in. As I throw it in, I smash it. Go the other side. Here. Other side. Your turn. All right, now you're doing the first again. But, so you got two collar tie drills. The other one, collar tie, is just being rough and tough. Hooking from the outside. Collar tie, hook from the outside, I gotta create space. While you shake it. Push it. Outside, smash it. Back in here. Bring the guy down. Collar tie, come on. Other side, other side, other side. Always work both sides. Here. Beating. Collar tie. Then the other one is collar tie, loosen it up, doesn't come off, pop under. Same thing. Boom. Other side. Other side. Again, this is all drills I use with college guys to get them warmed up. And it's great because it teaches the guy, move. Guy touches you, get him off. Guy touches you, put him in danger. Guy touches you, move your feet. You know what I mean? I guarantee, anytime you touch a guy, he grabs you, you're like, you want to stop touching him, you know? Just because you can't get your hands. That's collar tie drill. And then we do just close grips. Close grips. Close grips. Close grips. Coming under the elbows. Here. Then we do inside control. Guys got inside control? Inside control just coming off the elbows. Here, pull. 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 Coming off. The guys got inside. We do clear and underhook. Guy underhooks. I do one. I do palm to the ceiling, and I want to bring my arm, and it's almost like I'm cutting this rope. Bring it right along. As I do that now, I don't make myself big. I get low. Underhook. Do my stance. Underhook. Underhook. Here's underhook. Here. Underhook. Palm up. This hand post. And then we're going to circle down and away. Down and away. Down and away. Clean underhooks. We work getting the underhook. Circle. Both sides. Both sides. Both sides. You know, that gives you all your bang. You know, that gives you your pull to your double, pull to your single. We work guy on your wrist. Guy grabs up. Wrist. I have no problem clearing a guy's wrist. I used to like it because it set my head like. Because if I got here, as soon as the guy grabbed me, I just did this, pull, he retreats. As it retreats that leg, because I'm coming foot. Right headlock. You can clear your wrist from the wrist, to the outside. You can clear your wrist going high, arm drag. That's it. All college drills. What else we got? Oh, we do I call it the boxing routine. Guy goes to collar tie. You don't realize how many times you can fake a guy with this move right there. Collar tie. I'm holding it. Come on. Grab it. Move. Okay, I need a break. Really? Oh, then we have this one. And there's some warm-ups, right? So I use these to stretch our guys' hips and legs. So I just stand there, fake me, Chris, and stand there. He fakes me, fake me. Come on. You fake a guy like this, fake my legs. Bam, okay? Sprawl, we stretch. They go high crotch, they get right up, fake me, Chris. Bam, sprawl. Double leg. Teaches good reshots. Fake me. Oh. In. Fakes me. Teaches you how to come up off your knees. Good reshot, good warm-up, good stretch.
Can you do that again?
You have no idea how long it's been. Again, just you don't have to just use your hand, just fake it. Here, and exaggerate, warm up. High crouch. Again, double leg. Again, single leg. Warming you guys up. And it's great, like I said, great motion. Great when somebody touches you. Good offense, good defense stuff. We do warm up, snapping, foot faking. Like I said, I'm a big believer right now. We do coming from inside, right headlock, inside control. Pulling this guy in, head and arm. Pulling this guy in, pulling this guy in. And we always circle as we do it. And we do this one when a guy's got his head low. I just do the smack and chop here. Bring the guy in, right here. And it's easy to grab somebody's head. Guys come in here wrestling. Bring him down. Always bring him down. And then we do the guy snapping us. Right headlock, snap in front. Bam, get right to his wrist. Getting ourselves out of danger. Wrist, that thing to the crotch. Getting out of danger. Keep the weight on it. That's a good 15-minute warm-up. And then you stretch them, and then you say, okay, let's drill hard. Then you start finishing your shots. Time.
We've got about 10 minutes left. Give us a little rundown on what you started out talking about the warming up, drilling some and warming up. Give us a little rundown of what you think a practice progression should be.
Practice progression. I mix it up a lot. Generally, you want to say 80% of the time, you start slow, finish hard. So it's like, maybe I'll do 2 or 3 minutes of running. Then I say, okay, let's do this. I'll give you one of our hard days. And I just put it through it the other day, and it hit. I say, okay, get a partner. We start doing these, and it's motion, just like I'm doing boom, 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 going forwards. All that kind of stuff to the shots. Then we've warmed up with this drill as in he's down. It's good for both men, where Chris, guy stands up. This is good for both guys. It's got to come out to the side. Now, Chris, what's going on? Somebody picks you up. Where do you want your knees and stuff? Where? Ben.
Chest.
You want to lift up? When the guy gets you up in the air. The guy gets you up in the air. You want to bring your knees under you and get in referee's position. So when you hit, you come right back up. So I pop. Chris, he hits his knees right back up. Come on, up, 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 up. I step to the outside. Here, right back up. Outside. Now let's start. He comes up and cuts away. Bam. So, one, the drill's getting a top man in shape, teaching him how to explode, bringing guys down, and this is teaching him. Every time you hit your feet, you're going up, here, up, cut away. And it's teaching you to always move, wrestle. Don't stop your motion on the bottom. And then we'll stretch. And then we'll start drilling. And I'm probably, if I have a tournament 2 months out, I probably don't wrestle until about the 3rd week to that tournament. I do, I believe everything is drill. It's always been. But it's hard drilling. I can drill and hit more technique and get more tired drilling hard than I can wrestling a lot of times. Just because when I wrestle hard, it's just a constant motion, constant action. Matches, when you got 2 guys, a lot of times, you just wind up sitting here the whole time just playing for position. When you drill, you're always up, down, reaching, pulling, moving. So you wear yourself out. And you get more offense going than you do when you wrestle live. But, so the drill might last half hour, 25 minutes intense. Okay? Hard, 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 hard. Get a drink. It's top, bottom. Take down to a turn, which nobody stresses. Freestyle, we stress it all the time. Takedown, go right to your turn. You'll get more points on a takedown turn than you ever get when 2 good guys are on top. I never got turned in college, once, I think. One time. And, I can't remember turning good guys. I can turn the average guy, but the good guys, man, it's tough to turn people. Good guys don't get their hands stuck in their crotch and get tilted, you know what I mean? They don't let their arms get arm barred. It just doesn't happen. Good guys just went up their time trying to ride each other and try to catch them. But if they turn each other, I'll tell you 95% comes out of takedown. Right, dude, lock the legs up right down to, here. Like I get a lot of my turns, my high crotch here, bang, take it inside down here. I'll chase a leg up here, I start doing this, what are you gonna do, Chris? You're in trouble. He bellies down, belly down, belly down. Right there, thank you. Let me slip my leg in, I get my turn now, But it's hard to get the turn, get somebody. So then we wrestle. Wrestle would consist of, takedown, ride him for 40, 45 seconds. If you don't turn him, cut him. But when we cut each other, I don't tell those guys, get down. Okay, Ray and Chris, I took you down, wrestle 30 seconds. I can't turn him. This is how you cut somebody. You cut somebody, you want to make them wear it. You want to wear this back out like Samson. Right here's where you make this guy tired, because that's the position. You wear that back out, he sets the drops. I come here. Come on up, Chris. Come on, Chris. But, bang, 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 on him. And I'll tell you what, the worst guy to wrestle is a guy that gets the lead on you and doesn't sit on you. Because I'm like, okay, got to lead. And if this guy's constantly, hell, just get the heck off me, you know what I mean? It's like, you can't get back in the game. And that's kind of stuff. So when you cut someone, wear them out. Make them tired. Down again, I'll do it for you. But you come here and get on the guy's head. Here, and you pull on him. And on the way up, you just do, make him react, and then you right into him. Wrestling. Stay on. Don't cut him easy. I stress with my guys this. There's only, get down. You only get 7 minutes in college. Sam and I, we were just talking to Hump. We wish the matches were like 10, 12 minutes. They used to be, You don't have enough time a lot of times. Good guys, it's hard to score each other. So I tell my guys, when you get here to front headlock and a guy grabs your elbow, grab my elbow. Other hip. Grab it tight. And they do this. They're like, okay. So they sit here. This is 15 seconds waiting for that ref to say, stalemate. hey man, 15 seconds is a lot of time to wear somebody out. So I get out of this position, I don't wait for the ref. Now if I know I can't get out of here, I just go, I get back out. I get myself out, you know? I've got, now this is gonna, come on, you gotta come up or you're gonna be called for stalling. And this is hard getting out of this position when somebody's on your head like that, you know? And then you follow up. It's really hard when they're on the back of your head. And that makes the whole part tired. Okay, so we wrestled. And now conditioning comes, and conditioning goes to crawls. Goes to 3-man drill, which I love. 3-man drill is one guy in the middle, 30 seconds. Like what John used to go. Come on, buddy, I need you here. When we go 3-man, John's in the middle. Me and Chris on the outside. I'll say 30 seconds. You got to get, you know, 9 to 10 shots. 30 seconds. And it's high crotch. Real high crotch. High crotch. You take me down, take me down, take me down. Boom. Now, as he's getting up, you're not crowding him too much because you're right there waiting for him. Up. High crotch. No. John's doing it. This guy's in the middle. 30 seconds. Go. High crotch. Come up. He comes up. All right. Yeah, go. He's up. There's Chris. Don't start doing that though. Set it up. It's always fit, go. Up and fit, go. One guy's in, 30 seconds. And boom, whistle blows, you're on the outside, other guy's in the middle. Great drill, a lot of repetition, get a lot of great shots in there. And then you got your sprints, you got your push-ups. I do a lot of plyometrics that make it really quick. Like I said, like this stuff going across the mat. I'll do this stuff just in front, they gotta follow me, they gotta sprawl, they gotta keep up with my motion. Do a lot of this stuff. We do a lot of this one, get down. Down. Explode up, push up as high as you can, explode up. 10 feet off the mat, right there. You know, that kind of stuff. We do a lot of jumps. And then I condition you kind of fill it out. How hard they work, drill-wise, wrestle-wise. Then condition. One day a week, I try to make every guy in the room crawl out. No matter if it's in good shape, I don't ever want them to be able to survive it, you know? And it's one day a week that I just murder, you know? But now the guys, what happens is they start to learn to love it, they get used to it, their body adapts to it. And you always do that day where it's far enough from weigh-ins or wrestling that they're not gonna be broke down. So let's say if we had the wrestle on Saturday, Monday starts the week, we go hard, decently, good drilling, some wrestling. Tuesday, we go hard, you know, again, decent. Wednesday is murder, you know? It's just hell on them. Thursday is kind of easy. I leave a lot of, like these guys, these are college guys, so I might do 20 minutes of structure and say, okay, on your own. You need to do cardio, you need to run, you need to drill more, you want to wrestle. Go ahead, I trust you. Now you got your guys who you don't, you know, you always got those guys. Just like go around, do whatever, I don't even look at, you know. And then you got, come Friday, it's kind of I got a tournament coming up on Saturday, so structure for about 30 minutes on your own. We'll wrestle on Saturday. That's a week. The breakdown. All right. See you guys then.